What is going on, everybody, and welcome back into our studios. Now, today in the studio, we're going to be assembling a paint rack holder. Now, this is a vertical standing paint canvas rack holder that sits on a countertop. So it's made to sit on a desk or a countertop, or even say like a trade show vendor booth. And it holds small to slash medium canvases. So you could do like a staged effect on canvases. You could put a lot of flat panel boards in it, things like that. But most importantly, that it has to look good. It has to be very strong. That way, it can survive the transport between the house or storage and the actual paint booth or wherever that may be at a trade show. But it's just a really cool item here. I'll probably order another one of these in the near future just because of how stout and amazing it is. But let's go ahead and get this item unboxed here. All right, you guys. So here is the box for this painting rack system. And this is a viswin brand, and I got this off of Amazon. I plan to get maybe one, maybe two more of these for my art booth as it kind of evolves over the next few years. I'm really not doing a whole lot of art vendor shows yet, but as I start to build up my inventory and stock, I would like to really start to branch into this. I'm really working right now to try to get my art into some local like antique shops and things like that. And then once I get that kind of bulked out, then I'll kind of really start working more on my booth. Now, these are really easy kits to build, and it's pretty simplistic overall. It has two large pieces of wood that go across the bottom rails, and then it comes with like a bunch of hardware, some bolts and screws, easily labeled A's and B's, and you really don't even need the instructions at all. It is so simplistic. It comes with this built-in little Allen wrench. Should I hang on to that Allen wrench? I don't know. I have like a large stock of them, so maybe I'll just toss that one away. But it's so hard to toss out a perfectly good, universally used tool. The dilemma of a dad. So here's the instructions for this viswin paint rack holder. Now, this isn't really a drying rack. Now, you could lean something up inside this rack if you wanted it to dry, but it's not really designed for large scale pieces of work. I would say maybe 12 by 24 inch is probably the largest you really want to use this, on this rack system, just because it's not the largest that is available out there, and it is a tabletop version. So instructions being set aside, you literally have a hole already countersunk for each individual bolt, and each pin piece of wood pin will go in each slot here. So you just push it into position. It comes pre-drilled, and then as I peel off these pieces of little sticky note numbers, then we'll start to assemble it. It's a little bit bulky and like kind of cumbersome to get all of the bolts in the items, but as you tighten them down, if it is manufactured properly, then it will be it'll kind of straighten out the bars that go vertically. I honestly wish they had not included the numbers on the item. It's not like it's like a bunch of different varieties of pieces. You come with two rails, two horizontal bottom pins, and then it has the vertical pins that hold your canvases. So we're going to first assemble the actual bottom of it, just because I felt like it would be easier to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and use the built-in Allen wrench here. I'm just going to tighten those until I'm happy that they're not going to strip out. Don't strip them out, then you'd have to put a larger bolt in there, and it's just not really worth it. Making sure to pressure that into the existing holes there. I really do like the overall look of this, but later on down the road, although it really does have a really nice finish on the outside of it, I do believe that I'll probably maybe paint this to match my booth. So, and I've said that about a few different pieces of hardware that I've got for my booth. But my booth is going to be generally like a black, maybe a little bit of white, and a lot of yellow abstract like look to it. So a lot of the shelves will have like an acrylic pour look to them, and I think I might do like a splatter effect over this eventually. So I'll paint this probably white later on down. It could be a year or two before I do that, but I'll probably paint this like a titanium white, like satin white or something, and then I'll probably do like a really cool splatter effect on it, or maybe like a half pour drip where I drip like the paint colors down the pins that run vertically up the sides of the canvases. So just to give a little bit of color and a little bit of like just customization. I'll probably get one more of these. I think it would look really good if I had two of these kind of laid like side by side together. And because they are independent, I could kind of turn them and catty corner them on the tabletop. Or for instance, I could put one at the very end of my table and then put one at the other end of the other one, and it kind of frames in the booth a little bit. But because I do sell so many varieties of art, like sculptures, dioramas, tumblers, canvas pieces, prints, casted magnets, casted toys, woodworking toys, concrete sculptures. I sell such a wide variety. I really do have to have a lot of versatility in where I put things in my art booth, because I could have a surplus of one type of art and I need to showcase that more so than another. Or I could do a vendor show and then realize that it's not really something that they don't want to buy a lot of canvas works, or maybe I'm going to do just a sculpture demonstration. So it all depends on the booth that you have. But because of the size of this, look at this. This is so easily sized. It's not even bigger than my silicone mat that I have on my workstation and the cutting mat. So it does not take up very much room. Now, it is a countertop one, right? So you have to have it sitting on top of something. And they do make floor models of this as well that are just a lot taller and have the canvases kind of displayed at different angles. I'll probably use a lot of prints on these, with the that have already been wrapped in their plastic lining. Just the acid-free bags. But it is really great. I would, if I wanted to display like full-size canvases in this, I probably would only put one canvas in each individual dividing. But because I plan to do a lot of like prints and things, that way I can lower the overall price point of some of my more massive pieces of art. Then it just gives me a lot of versatility. Here I am just kind of stowing away some canvases that have not been worked on. As you can see, I do have some small canvases on there as well, and they're barely being held upright by the pins, but they are being held. If you do put a lot of canvases on here, just remember that if you leave them on there for an extreme amount of time, then you can get a small crease line at the bottom of your canvas from those bottom rails. And that just depends on the type of canvas you have on there, as well as the weight of the canvas applying downward pressure to the canvas as it's rolled over the framing of the canvas frame, or the wood frame. So I'm really happy with this thing, and like I said, we may paint it later on down the road, but for now it has such a good finish on it. It doesn't hold stains or anything like that. It's going to be really durable. We can probably get another one later on down the road, and you'll see this reappear later on as I start to really truly do a boot up of the booth here at the house before we do some massive art shows and things like that. Hope you liked it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next art booth build.